The offseason whirlwind has come to a close. What are your expectations now the smoke has settled?
Let's talk about it.
What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another edition of the Summit State of Mind podcast, ruining Houston Rockets podcasting since 2020. If you get the joke, I really do hope you get it. We got a new guest here. Before we do, let's introduce our sponsor, J Bar and Barbecue. Make sure to check them out over in East Downtown, close to Toyota Center, the new home of Kevin Durant, the best happy hour, the best barbecue. Make sure to go check them out and make sure to let them know that Apollo sent you. If you can see on the screen, we have a special guest. We have Fort Worth / Dallas's biggest Houston Rockets fan.
That's right.
He is a guest with Zero Gravity, another Apollo podcast, which is the NBA podcast with Stoney and Josh. Everyone, please welcome Sheldon Nord to the summit.
Hey, glad to be here. Man, I'm stoked. I've been following Summit for a little while now. I've got Kenny saying Jabari is him burned into the back of my brain somewhere. So
he's been claiming him as his son for many moons, and now that Jabari's extended, he feels like he is vindicated.
That's right.
In terms of him being like a staunch member of the Houston Rockets. And I mean, hey man, I'm really happy about it.
Hey, I hope he's right. I hope that he becomes the proudest dad that any Jabari fan has ever known. I'll be honest, I'm a little nervous for this reason. Mostly, I am not going to get any wrestling reference that comes across my desk. And so I feel like I owe you an apology.
It is okay, man. It's okay. I think I hope that people know that we are not a wrestling podcast. I feel like people might tune in to Summit and be like, where's the wrestling stuff, guys?
Yeah.
That does happen. I've seen comments of people just being like, what are you guys doing? Like,
I love it.
Sorry, guys.
But
we got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
If you watched our last episode, Kenny and I briefly touched on everything that has gone down in the offseason with the signings, the extensions, the trade that everyone's been talking about. But today we're going to touch on all of the new additions and what our expectations are of them, with their roles, the lineups, and, you know, what can potentially happen on this team moving forward. Sheldon, we got guys like Dorian Finney-Smith, Clint Capella. Obviously, we brought in Kevin Durant. These big three pieces that have been brought in. I mean, we've heard a lot of different similarities in terms of roles.
Yeah.
You know, DFS is considered Trevor Ariza, Luke Bob Mute. I don't know how I feel about it. I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be setting expectations a little high, I guess.
Probably.
That was successful. But, you know, I'm very happy with these moves. But for you, Sheldon, I want to know how you feel about these three additions, especially the first two particularly. I don't know if anyone heard you on Zero Gravity, your reaction to the Durant trade. I think it was like the same day.
Yeah, it was pretty close. I think no, Josh got it in the day of. I had to come in later that week and kind of after I got to decompress and filter out the sad with the awesome. I got to get there. But so when you say first two, are you talking about DFS and Clint?
Bella, yes.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for DFS. I think he's a player I haven't cared about for several years because of all his stops. I mean, at Dallas, I'm here, so I hear about him all the time. And he was like Luka's best buddy and all those things. And then they were sad to see him go. And I feel like every time the Rockets have played a team he's on, Brooklyn or LA mostly, he like scorches us.
Dude, he's played well.
Yeah.
He has.
He's played really well. And so I'm excited. I love Dylan Brooks for his contributions to this team. I do feel like DFS is an upgrade for a couple of reasons. He's longer, so he's bigger. And I feel like there were times last year, particularly, where Dylan Brooks would kind of lose the size matchup.
Yeah.
Or we'd have him like functionally being a power forward.
Guarding Wemby.
Well, and that kind of worked. Yeah, that kind of worked and was cool. But I mean, like offensively, you get kind of small whenever you have him down there and stuff like that. And so just to have another long wing, depending on who you ask. Apparently, some people.
I mean, his wingspan is 7 feet tall. It's 7 feet, right?
Yeah. No, he is like the perfect athletic and physical type that you want to be filling a 3-and-D role. Mm-hmm. And that's another thing with Dylan is you'd see him kind of snake his way out of the role that we'd love for him to just be comfortable in.
Yeah.
And hit those, for whatever reason, 100 percentile effectiveness floater or fadeaways. But now you have a guy who's going to live at the 3-point line.
Yeah.
And he's going to do his job on defense, and he's not really ever going to get out of that. Mm-hmm. And so I'm kind of excited for that. If we're saying KD is replacing Jalen Green, at least like responsibility wise.
Yeah.
And DFS or Tari, whichever, is going to plug into Dylan's spot, and then the other one's going to fill in that bench role. Yeah. Whatever it is, I feel so good about it. He's a good shooter. He's a good defender. I keep seeing all his defensive stats pop up from Rockets fans and from non-Rockets fans being angry that we got yet another one. Mm-hmm. And he's just a dog. I feel like he's got videos where he's getting in people's faces like all the time. Like he's going to fit the crash out mold that we've got going just fine.
That's what I love about him, because I feel like as a replacement for Dylan, he brings a different personality. He's still a dog, but the thing about DFS is that he's more controlled in his animosity, is what you can say, right? Yeah, controlled intensity on the defensive end. But the one thing that I will say is that I believe that he's a better ball handler than Dylan Brooks. I mean, he can go downhill a bit better than Dylan Brooks. He's a little bit more athletic. And he shoots, 44% from corner threes. We haven't had anyone shoot that efficiently from the corner since PJ Tucker. Man. And I mean, that's definitely someone that you want in terms of dependability. Dylan Brooks was someone that I don't remember what his percentage was when he finished the season, but the thing about Dylan was that it was just more so volume and how streaky he was. He went on those like Eric Gordon streaks where it was like 5 of 6, 7 of 8, and then he'd go like 1 for 10 for 2 games. And it was horrible to watch. But at the same time, like Dylan Brooks was a great defender. But the thing about DFS is just I feel like he might be a better team defender. And what Ime wants out of the overall team, DFS is probably a better fit. So I do understand when you say what is the word? I
said upgrade.
Aspect. Yeah. And I actually agree with it. And he's cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's no shade to Dylan. Like, I love him. But he was a guard his whole career until he came to us. And then we started playing him at the 3. And so really last year there were a lot of times, and we used him in basically as a guard or your catch-all point of attack defender. And so we're basically rolling out 4 guards like as our starting lineup. And it's like, this is what it is. It's like 2006 college basketball or something like that. It's like not okay. And that's why our starting lineup was like kind of bad.
Yeah.
At least as far as the ratings go.
Oh yeah. I mean, you would think if this was 2K, then probably a bit better, but this is real life. Yeah. And, it just didn't work, unfortunately. And I mean, I was sad to see Jalen go. I'm sad to see Dylan go. And I know people in the comments in our last episode said, let it go. Let go of Jalen. I'm like, hey, man, I was invested in him, as you were, for 4 years. Like, we wanted the man to succeed. All right. But, I mean, overall, it seems like such a great fit. It seemed like a marriage made in heaven. I know that some of us wanted Nickeil Alexander-Walker, but this is a great consolation prize. Because then it's still a better decision, still a better fit overall for the team. And it's just another veteran that Ime can trust in terms of the overall aspect of the game. But, I mean, we did bring back another veteran, someone that Rockets fans are very familiar with, someone by the name of Clint Capella. I mean, man, my man Clint Capella is back in Houston. And people were a little confused by the signing because, it's a third center. But I mentioned the last episode, Jock Landale wasn't so hot when he played, and he's getting paid cheaper. But Sheldon, I want to know how you feel, considering that we're not too certain about the role. All we can really do is speculate. But for Capella, do you have any expectations for him, especially with being potential Steven Adams insurance, or if anybody else gets hurt?
Yeah. I'll answer that question. First, I have one for you. First, the Clint Capella signing was like who remembers where you were when the Rockets re-signed Clint Capella? Because I was like, what? Whoa, what is happening?
We were shocked. Yeah. I was shocked, shell-shocked. It was,
and it's crazy. Like in this age where it's like, okay, I know that there are 3 teams these guys are talking to, and that's who they're going to sign with. And then there's guys who kind of trickle in these next few days that you never hear about. And I kind of thought Clint would be one of those guys, but the fact that it was announced on the first day, I was like, okay, sure. And then my next question for you is, what was your favorite Clint Capella Rockets memory the first go around?
Oh my God, man. I mean, if we're
I have one in mind.
Straight up hype, was that that one block he got in Utah during that semifinals where James Harden literally goes to his face, goes, oh. But I just remember him like his rookie year in 2015, just doing all these crazy lanky dunks, and he just looked so awkward because he was 19 years old,
baby deer.
Yes, and he just looked like an awkward teenager that that shouldn't have been there. Yeah. I think that was when Dwight Howard was hurt, and it was just mind-boggling to see. But I mean, if I had to say like my favorite moment, that was probably my favorite moment. I'm pretty sure I've missed quite a few things. It's been many years since he was Rocket.
Oh, I know.
But that first moment comes to mind. What about you?
It's been like 5 years, I guess, on paper, something like that. I'll never forget whenever they were in the presser. I think it was after the first round in 2019. And so, or they're in the middle of the second round or something, and they ask Capella about matching up with the Warriors again. Oh no, I guess it was in the first round because we played them in the second. They asked him about matching up with them again, and he goes, I want to play them. I hope that it's them. And Harden and Chris Paul are just like, oh my gosh, dude, bro, no.
That sounds like a Capella thing.
Yeah, but it's like all that to say, coming back to like him being here now, is like that's the kind of guy I want on my team. Is the kind of guy who's going to put his foot in his mouth with confidence instead of like shying away from the moment. So I love that. I think it's a really weird signing for all the reasons that people have said, but also if you understand that Jock is out and that Steven Adams is like on the court, off the court, just depending on, what time of year it is. Yeah. Bless his heart. I hope he plays a lot more this year. Then it makes perfect sense for a team that wants to be so big to be invested in another center, and getting him at what is probably going to be, I would guess, is a discount. The cap and how much people should expect to get paid is where I start to kind of lose my bearings, and I'm just listening to other people say it. But at least at a role, we got him at a discounted role because he could go start for some teams, and he could at the very least be the first backup for a lot of other teams, and they'd be happy to have him. I know the Lakers would love to have him right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but he decides to come back home to the team he grew up with, NBA-wise, and fill this kind of supplementary role, come in, block some shots. He's not as good as he was whenever we traded him in those first couple years. He's been a DPOI finalist technically, like he's finished in the top 12 twice.
We'll take that, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's not nothing. That means people think you're about, a top 20 defender in the league, even if it's just in a position that's stacked for that award. But it's a really good signing at very little cost. Like, unless you're freaking out about not getting a guard, which I'm not personally, it would be cool. Nickeil Alexander-Walker would have been cool. I didn't think we were going to be in the running for Colin Sexton, but I would have been really open to something like that.
Fair.
And I'm assuming Cam's not going to play that much. And so they'll flip him for something or whatever, even if it's just pick compensation. But yeah, sure. Another ball handler would be great. But also there's this guy on our team who's going to be handling the ball a lot named Kevin Durant. And so that makes me feel less like I need a true point guard and more like I need guys who can shoot and guys who can defend. I mean, that's what the Pacers just did. Now they're an anomaly. They have Tyrese Halliburton. They were not generating a ton of rim pressure other than like Siakam post-ups and the occasional, Nembhard or Halliburton drive. Yeah. But they're pulling a lot of gravity with their shooting and then with him just being a wizard. And so if you can do something in between that, I think it's fine. But sorry, that's kind of beside the point. Capella, I think it sounds good. I'm excited for it. I hope he gets some run. it also makes me have some question marks. Like, is there something else in mind?
Yeah,
that's
like,
going on.
Is there
down the
minutes
road
for him? Or like you said, is there something going on? I don't know. But I feel like we saw a lot of double big, and I mean, I talked about it in the previous episode. We saw a lot of double big with Ime, and my anticipation is that they'll probably try to run the big like a 3 big lineup, not on the same time, but
that would be nuts.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. That would be who would be handling the ball there? Shingun. We'll get Durant. We'll get Durant at the 1.
I think
we'll have Jabari at the 2. It'll be amazing.
I mean, let's try it.
I mean, dude. I feel like we're gonna see a little bit of that. I think they might end up running Steven Adams a little bit more in terms of the way they did it last year, where they'll rest him in between back-to-backs. But I mean, I think they're going to try to fixate getting some consistent play for Capella. So I can see where there might be times when Şengün does move to the 4 a bit more, and then we'll see a mixture of Adams and Capella playing in there. I mean, Adams is top 10 percentage and top offensive rebounding percentage, and I believe Capella was the top defensive rebounding percentage per minute in terms of defensive rebounding. So, I mean, there's a lot of different things that we can work with. Ime, he just loves any kind of way he can grab boards, defend like hell, and just cause havoc. He always says they're not going to call everything. I mean, I can see Capella getting some good fouls in there in the paint. And I mean, the league is turning where it's like wings are not as dominant, and it becomes positionless. And we're seeing a lot of bigs get a lot more play in the league, and that's where it feels like the Lakers are like super behind. But sucks for them, right?
Not my problem.
Yeah, exactly. But just the overall aspect of getting Clint Capella back, and also I wonder what his jersey number is going to be, because Reed Shepherd has his number.
Oh, that's right.
So now I'm like, I want to know what he's going to be. I don't know what he wore in Atlanta, to be honest with you. I didn't watch really any Atlanta games.
I feel like it was.
I don't remember.
I feel like it was 15.
I wouldn't be surprised, but I want to know what it's going to be. Like just out of curiosity, or watch him try to pay Reed to get his number. That would be funny.
That would be great. I would love to know what he's
me up. Yeah. I mean, the overall thing is just we don't know. But I mean, there's the other thing where people have talked about the speculation about the potential, Şengün for Giannis. And when the signing happened, there was a lot of tweeting speculation amongst a major blockbuster might be going down. And I mean, there is a reason why the Rockets have kept their picks. I'm not saying that that's something that is going to happen, but I can see the line of thinking in terms of management with Stone and Fertitta. So, Sheldon, I know that we haven't had a chance to talk about it. Kenny and I have talked about it. DJ and I have talked about it on previous episodes. But, Sheldon, I want to know what you think. We all love Şengün.
Yeah.
And we have a strong belief in him as a player in Houston. But I know you've tweeted a little bit about your feelings toward the potential acquisition. How do you feel? Let the world know via YouTube, via Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you guys listen to, tune in. Sheldon, now is the floor. The floor is yours.
Oh, thank you.
Let's have a little bit of feelings here. Come on.
Yeah. I won't lie. I was getting some feedback on some of those tweets yesterday from some Rockets fans, and I was like, guys, I'm just here to have a good time. Like, even if
not that serious.
I'm just shooting stuff out into the void, just seeing what sticks. Yeah. I was playing on Fanspo, just doing the trade machine a little bit, just like which guys can I keep that I really love? Yeah. Man, it's a little bit of a non-answer because it's convoluted for me. I'm fundamentally against this whole like strip your entire roster clean in order to go get a top guy. Mm-hmm. And so it'd be really hard for me because like Kevin Durant, obviously different because we only had to give up 2 people.
Yes, exactly.
Even if it's someone I believe in, a lot of people don't. And I understand why. and then a guy who's a really, really solid role player, but it's only 2 guys and it's replaceable by an all-timer. And then obviously these free agency signings. But whenever you start getting rid of 4 guys, or if you're really trying to hold on to some guys that you really like, 5 guys or whatever, I don't even know if there's a limit to how many guys can go, but you're trying to match that 54 million or whatever his salary is.
Yeah, it's an obnoxious number.
Starts getting sticky. And so, you'd have to do like Şengün, Tari, Cam, and then one of Jock or the person they'd probably prefer, Reed.
Of course.
Yeah, especially with Dame now gone.
Yep.
Unless they just want to run KPJ. I don't know.
We've seen that.
I don't know. Yeah,
do your thing, Milwaukee. Do your thing.
I don't know. So you got to do those. So my feelings are like, oh, I don't like that. Makes me so uncomfortable because I don't think it wins in the modern NBA. Even the Nuggets.
I agree.
Even the Nuggets, who are like a team that was definitely carried by their megastar.
Yeah.
The reason they won when they did is because they had like perfectly assembled awesome depth around him for like the first time.
It was a perfect mixture of like well-paid role players and draft picks that had panned out. So I get it, because my feelings prior to the KD trade were more so like we keep LP or Jalen, right? With Giannis. Now with Kevin Durant, to me, it might be a little bit of overkill depending on what the team is thinking. You don't want to give up every single guy that you got. I mean, the young core is pretty much still intact. We kept most of them. I mean, the only guy that's gone is Jalen. Do we really count Dylan? No. But Reed, Tari, Jabari, Amen, Alp, all right? That's like pretty much your 5 guys that you want to roll with. Yeah. But if you were to have to hypothetically do that deal, that just doesn't seem like the best way to construct our roster. Yeah. Granted, I understand what the team is thinking. I'm sure Ime is probably just like, get me Giannis, get me Durant. Sure. I got Steven Adams. I got Capella. We're keeping Amen Thompson no matter what. Like Jabari Smith Jr. is probably staying. So, I mean, everyone else can go. And to him, it's kind of just like, whatever, I'll make it work. But I'm sure Stone is probably just like, hold on, let's see how this plays out. You never know. Maybe there'll be another star that becomes available. But it just seems like today's NBA has become a lot more based on depth, and we saw it with Indiana Pacers, like you mentioned earlier. Like the way that they played the game and them getting to the finals, barring all the highlight reel craziness from Tyrese Halliburton. The overall team aspect, the effectiveness was huge because everybody contributed no matter what.
So they played 11 guys.
Yes, dude. And that's unreal in the playoffs. That's not a thing. That's not crazy. A thing. Yeah. So that's why I'm kind of just like in between now. Like before the KD trade, I was just like, you know what, we're KD or Giannis. But there has been speculation about Giannis and KD wanting to play together. That's been seen, and people have spoken about it on Twitter, maybe minimally, but it's definitely been something that's been spoken out into the void, like you would say. Yeah. But to me, man, I don't know. I think that it might be too much at this point in time. If you were asking me, I'd roll with who we got, and we'll check in halfway through the year and see how things look for the team. And if there are certain pieces that might not work out, we got plenty of money in different areas in which we can utilize to get either another impactful wing or maybe another big. Who knows? Yeah. I mean, but anyways, Sheldon, I got one more thing. But before we do, let me give a quick shout out to our sponsor, J. Brown Barbecue, the best barbecue spot in Houston. Check them out. In East Downtown, home of probably the prettiest beer garden. Got the biggest big screen out there for all of your sports needs. So make sure to go watch an Astros game when the Astros are away. Go over there to watch an Astros game because that's all we got right now. But make sure to go check them out. Make sure to let them know that Paul sent you. But Sheldon, I got one more thing, man. With the offseason almost pretty much winding down, I do want to ask you, we're going to do a thing. Okay. Our early predictions. I'm all in on this. I just want to get one out of all of my guys. Yeah. Okay. We're going to do 3 questions, right? We're going to do predict your record, predict where we finish, and then let's just say your surprise individual achievement. Let's just say, like, hypothetically, it's like, let's just say Reed Shepherd wins most improved player of the year, something like that. Okay. You know what I mean? So give me those 3 predictions and I'll roll with it. I'm ready. I mean, I don't know if you're ready. I'm going to put you right on the spot.
Okay. I'm going first.
I'm really curious. I'm all ears, brother.
You want me to do all three or one at a time?
Do all three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wins, I'm going to say 58.
Ooh.
I feel good about
feel
good about that number. We just keep making these incremental jumps.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about some of those close, stupid losses that we had. That whenever you have a guy like Kevin Durant and a little more depth,
it changes.
You're a little better. Yeah. So I feel good about that. Mm-hmm. Man, where do we finish? I think we're going to be 2 again.
You think
two or three? But
what about playoff finish? I should have said playoff finish.
Oh, where do we finish in the
playoffs?
Man, you're really testing me.
We got an alert real quick. DeAndre Ayton is signing with the LA Lakers. Good for you, I guess.
Cool.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Congratulations, LA. But yes, I wanted to see a playoff finish.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
This is way more pressure than picking 2 in the West. I'm going to say, screw it. Just go ahead and put the mayor on speed dial.
Ow.
Let's do it, baby. I think so. I mean, I don't think it's that crazy. The Thunder,
it's really not.
Thunder championship hangover. It's real.
Yeah.
It really happens. Yeah. They are an awesome, awesome team. They are vulnerable.
Yes.
They went to 7 games twice against teams that we would not have guessed would take them to 7 games. That's true. I think.
Very true.
And teams that we're built a little more like now, a little bit. We have our own unique identity thing, but still. And then the East, like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares about the East? All respect to like the Magic, the Pistons, those teams that are on the come up. Yeah. I'm not scared yet. And so maybe I will be, but
I don't think there's anyone there that's scary at all.
Yeah. Let's do it. If I have to eat my words, cause I guess my team would win a championship. Oh, fine. Like who cares?
I love it.
Yeah. And then the last one, the surprise development. I think this won't be a surprise to me, but I think Amen's going to be an all NBA player this year.
I mean, like top 15, like third team, second team All NBA.
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Like not like I think All-Star is almost a shoe-in for him. And, I'm expecting like Alpi to be in the All-Star conversation again. I think he's still going to be awesome. But I think Amen, like this is the year that he shoots up into superstardom.
Yeah.
And really like all the voters have their eyes on him now. Mm-hmm. And they're going to be locked in to all these big moments, these defensive plays. And if the team is even more successful, then he's going to be right there too. Yeah. So I think he's going to be a top 15 guy. I'd feel so good even saying second team.
Man, I like that. I do. Because I really do believe that Amen's going to make that jump.
Yeah.
This year, I think this is where it pretty much goes from like, up and coming star to an actual star.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be him. Okay. So for me, I'm going to go 57 and 25. I think that's where I'm at. I've been kind of thinking like 56, 58 56, 58 wins, not
wings. That's how many we have on our team now.
Yeah, I know. It's just all over my mind. Can't stop thinking about it. And then now we're going to have to watch Jalen Green Wingstop commercials. Rip I know. Sadness.
We should have known when it was a different wing place than Big City Wings.
Yes.
That he was fair. Out the door. We should have known.
I know. How unfortunate, Jalen. I mean, you made the wrong decision. I mean, how could you, man? The only Houston born and raised wing spot. How dare you, man?
How dare you?
But it's okay. I'll forgive you, Jalen. I hope and wish you good luck in Phoenix. But my playoff finish, I think we're gonna lose in 7 in the conference finals. So
yeah.
I think if we're the second seed, it's gonna be very tough to win a game 7 in Oklahoma City, and that's just one of those things of where I'm not sure if we're there yet. And I want to believe that Kevin Durant being that guy and being a member of our team is going to be enough to vault us. But, losing in the first round this year may have hindered a little bit of our development, in my opinion. I wanted to see us get to the second round to kind of like get that taste of success. But being a part of the playoffs isn't enough for me. I mean, granted, I wanted them to be there. That was something that we had all talked about all year last year. But in terms of development, I really wanted us to get to that second round and get over the hump of Golden State, just the whole mental hump. But, it's all good. We might not have to worry about them ever again. So
who knows? Like you really have no idea.
Yeah. And I mean, I actually agree with you. That's exactly what I was thinking about with the men. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was thinking more third team. I'm gonna be a little bit more, give him a little bit more leeway.
That's fine.
I know that we have these top guys that are out, like Jason Tatum and Tyrese Halliburton. Even the Halliburton wasn't all NBA, but what I'm saying is like the league is kind of changing in terms of who these superstardom players are. So I think Amen is going to be the guy to make the jump. Didn't Cade Cunningham make these third team, right? I don't remember.
He should have if he didn't, but I'm pretty sure he did.
I don't remember anymore, but I feel like, that's where Amen is going to be. He's like that kind of player where he's going to make that huge jump, that huge vault. But I like this. I'm going to do this with everybody. So whoever's listening, DJ, and I'm sure Kenny will hop on that and have some fun with his too. He's probably going to roll with you about the parades. You and guys rolling with parades over prospects over here.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
But Sheldon, before we go, let everybody know where they can find you and so they can shoot you a follow, brother.
Yeah, I love that. On the artist formerly known as Twitter, you can follow me at Shellynor. That's SHELLYNORR. I haven't got anything on the site recently, but you can also read some stuff about the Rockets from me on apollohou.com. We'll hopefully have something up soon about Durant and then the other guys, but Durant was my favorite player as a teen, so I got to say something like specific about him.
Oh, it means something to you, dude.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. I got to love him, hate him, and then love him again. So it's a good time. And then that's pretty much it. I'm not gatekeeping the rest of my social media. I just do not use it. So
that's a fair statement. A fair statement. Not all of us,
Yeah.
We all utilize and have fun on socials, but I respect it, dude. I do. Everyone, make sure to follow me on all socials at JP_Marin-Bueno. Follow us on Twitter at Summit, SOMPOD. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Summit State of Mind _POD. And make sure to follow our brothers, our familia over here on all social media platforms at ApolloHOU. And do not forget to super kick that subscribe button over on YouTube. Get those notifications for all of our podcasts whenever we do them. Us at Summit, and you might see some more Sheldon over at Zero Gravity. So make sure to go check us out, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to go give them some views, guys. I mean, they make some great content over there at Zero Gravity. So make sure to go check them out.
Please.
All right. Yeah. But Sheldon, I know you listen to some of our stuff, and I know you don't know much of the wrestling stuff, but I got to give you an opportunity to give the words, man. I got to let you do it. I know you don't watch wrestling, but you know how we do it here.
I think I know it. Can I just go for it?
Okay, do it.
Is it 4 letters, 1 word?
Yeet. Thank you, brother. It was so good to have you, man.
Yeah, dude. Thanks. It was a blast. Really happy I got to be on.
Oh, man. We appreciate you, brother.
All right. Take it easy.
Cool. All right, Josh, we're done.